In this video, we will graph systems of inequalities and identify the solution region. You will need graph paper for this set of notes. Remember, a system means that there are at least two equations or inequalities occurring at the same time. So consider this system here. We have inequality A and inequality B. Where would the solution to this type of system be? Well, remember, we have shaded regions that make the inequalities true by themselves. So if I graph inequality A, this shaded region here is where my solutions for inequality A are. And then I have inequality B. If I were to graph that one, I have solutions here in that shaded region that are true for inequality B. But remember, a solution to the system has to be a point that makes both true at the same time. So let's consider these points. The first point, point A. If I were to plug this point in to both inequalities, then would I get a true statement or a false statement? So for point A, if I plug it into my first inequality, I would get a true statement because it's contained within the shaded region for inequality A. But it's not contained within inequality B's shaded region. So we would get a false statement if we were to plug it in here. I want you guys to plug in these other three sets of points to your inequalities and determine whether or not you get true or false statements. So go ahead and pause and algebraically plug those points in. Okay, so now that you've done that, let's go back through. Where is 4, 3 located? So 4, 3. Notice we get a true statement for inequality A and a true statement for inequality B. So this point 4, 3 makes both inequalities true. That would mean that 4, 3 is a solution to the system. For 1, -3, notice where it is on the graph. It is in neither shaded region. So if we plug that in, notice it's false for both inequalities. So it's not a solution at all. For 6, 1, we get a false statement if we plug it into inequality A, but we get a true statement for inequality B. But because it's not a true statement for both inequalities, that means 6, 1 is not a solution. So the solution to the system is only where both inequalities are true. That can only occur in the shaded region where they overlap. So the overlap is where our solution region would need to be. So we would kind of encircle this darker shaded region as our solution. These other shaded pieces are not a solution to the system. They're a solution just for inequality A and just for inequality B by themselves. So make sure to highlight the solution regions in the on your own problems, which are coming up next. So the first on your own problem, example number 2, example number 3, example number 4, example number 5, and example number 6. Make sure to box in that solution region. Remember, the solution has to be where it makes both inequalities true.